sponsor, Russia, being computer science. Software engineering, therefore.
Good morning, everyone. I'm from the materials. Anyone sports get to. I'm doing my of science and business services.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sam Musa. I'm doing conservation biology yet.
Good morning, everyone.
I'm doing a Bachelor of Science with Education, Physical.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Hassan Masmo. I'm doing Bachelor of Urban and Digital Planning. I'm going to get morning, everyone. I'm out which part doing Bachelor of Science in Professional Studies.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Akram Tos, doing Bachelor of Science in Population Studies.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Shakira Manuel, doing Bachelor of Development Studies. Yes, Good morning, everyone. My name is Banaga McLean, Dr. Kobe McLean, doing Bachelor of Science in Quantitative Economics, graduating in 2018 on 20th January.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Ochieng Jofario, a development economist, prospecting to complete, actually I completed the year yesterday. I'll be joining the actually come August this year, and I will graduate in January. Have a wonderful summer leadership camp. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Umodi Geoffrey is my name. I'm a graduate technologist in third semester of second year.
I'm here to represent the Vice Chancellor who has sent me because he has another competing engagement. So although I am the chair of the BIC, I am here to represent the Vice Chancellor, and my address is in that capacity. Of course, as an individual, I'm very happy to be with you, but I want to separate the roles. Two, after the opening address, I beg your indulgence to leave because there is another meeting that I need to participate in. So my address, the Director of Planning and Development Department, the coordinator of the Mastercard Foundation Scholars Program at Makerere University in your team, resource persons facilitating this camp, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to Makerere University.
Thank you.
And before I read the speech of the VC, let me on my own accord say this to you, the scholars. You are, I don't want to use the word lucky. You have been given an opportunity, but it doesn't make you any special. What is important is what you make of what you have been given. And so I ask you to take advantage of this and make the most of it. It gives me great pleasure to preside over the summer leadership camp of the Mastercard Foundation Scholars Program at Makerere University. As you may be aware, Makerere University and the Mastercard Foundation entered into a partnership to implement the Mastercard Foundation Scholars Program at Makerere University in 2013. The goal of this program is to educate and to empower the next generation of African leaders. summer leadership camp is one of the activities designed to achieve the above goal. The summer leadership camp is an important platform that offers leadership training to skill you with both knowledge-based and transferable skills and enable you to develop your talents. Makerere University is on track in giving you this knowledge and skills, and I'd like to thank Dr. Florence Nakaiwa, the coordinator of this program at Makerere University, and her team for organizing this event. To the scholars, I'd like to urge you to spend the next 2 weeks of the camp to increase your competencies in your fields of study and in the wider context so that you can gain higher awareness, because leaders who are highly aware trigger positive action reflective of transformative leaders. At the end of all this training and other support services provided to you, Makerere University and the Mastercard Foundation will be proud to have produced leaders with higher awareness who are ready to create change. And with these few words, I declare the second summer leadership camp open. Thank you very much.
But someone said no, leaders are defending.
Where are you?
Good morning, everyone. Like I said earlier, I'm Banaga McLean, the Group 2, the leader, and Natasha Kiran, secretary, Group 2. Okay, to us, we analyze this question as two-way thing. We came up with a leader can be. It's a two-way-sided question. A leader, we believe as Group 2, a leader can be born and it can be made. And this is how we came up with the solutions. To a bigger extent, they are made. Then to that smaller extent, they are born. Let me start with a smaller extent, because that's the genesis of our being around. When you're born in a family, you become, by virtue of birth, you are a leader. For example, I'm the firstborn of my family, so I'm a leader already because I'm the firstborn. And then we also have, by birth, hereditary leadership. We look at the kingdom, Buganda kingdom, the Emori of. There are so many associates here, so they know where that one comes from. We have the Katiki, those people, they are born, and then we have those who are appointed, still it's about birth, and then we have leaders by situation. For example, in the Bible, Aaron was made a leader because of the situation they were facing when they went to the mountain. Those who know that story, if you are good Bible readers, then we have leaders who are made. For example, we have so many scholars who joined when they had no leadership skills and gotten posts within campus and even within the scholar. Then when we have the summer leadership camp, we are equipped with skills. That's just another way people are made. When you're a leader, you may be born a leader, but to be a good leader, you're supposed to be given guidance, mentorship, so therefore you're made. Then we have leaders who are shaped by what happens in the environment you live in. You live in an environment and you see maybe something is lacking, and by just a situation, you're forced to come out and appoint yourself as a leader and take up the position. Then we have leaders who are inspired. You look at maybe your role models into leadership. We have people who have the presidents, maybe people who want to be like Obama, so like how they become like President Obama, so you're taken to, let me also get into leadership. That's leadership by inspiration. And in our conclusion, everyone is a leader, despite maybe born or made a leader.
Thank you. Clap for her.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Modi Joplet, the leader of Group 3.
Stina Magana, the secretary of Group 2.
Alright, according to our approach to the question, most of our points have been discussed. So in addition to those points, we find that for one to be a leader, you first of all have to be born a leader. Everyone is born a leader. So after you being born a leader, that's when the environment you go through shape you into different fields, into different leadership skills and different profession of leadership. So we found that everyone is born a leader, but when you go through different circumstances in the environment, your leadership skills or genes, as my former speaker said, are depressed, while others, their skills are accelerated and they become superior, while the others become inferior. So we find when we look at different environments that make someone who is born, everyone is born a leader, but now the environment we're looking at to depress you or accelerate your leadership skills, we found that from right away from beginning from home, if you come from a home where the father is a leader, automatically you are going to become a leader. You will look at your father's characteristics, his integrity and transparency, and also become one. We look at the schools where someone goes through. For example, if you are a Christian and you go to a Muslim school, they will say to be a head boy or a head girl of that school, you must be a Muslim. From there, your leadership skills or your leadership ambition of becoming a head boy in that school, while you are a Christian, you will now be depressed. You can't become a head boy. So that's also one of the environment. Then also still schools come in by organizing clubs. They make sure that one who is a leader, their characteristics, they are brought up and so that they gain confidence. Like now, for example, we are here, they instill confidence in us, they make us be transparent people, and they also bring in the things of consulting, of which you can't, when you are bored, you don't have the such skills. Then we find that in the villages, if you are born in a village where you don't have any political leader that you are seeing, automatically you feel our leadership is not meant for our village. Then role models also have a very big role to play in making one who is born a good leader. Here we give an example of the president, of the mother, and people around you also make you the best person or the best leader in the future. Thank you.
But they are managing the situation, and the LOC will have been represented fully. So they are those situational managers, and okay. And in the interest of time, we are ending there on introduction to leadership. Maintain those groups, we shall need them for team building, which is the next session, and we shall need them for presence.
Yes, I've learned that to complete an objective, the different small components have to be fulfilled by different individuals. Yes. That's how the book reached the last person.
Okay. Yes.
I have learned that the reluctancy of a single member in a group can cause the group to lag behind. And maybe that's why the last group is the last.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe that there is first of all aspect of performance measurement, whereby our goals, we had our goals, we had our targets, and later we are results oriented, we are aiming at the best, we are really actually aiming and we wanted to be the best.
Okay. Yes. Oh, sorry, there's somebody there with the microphone. Okay.
I have learned that actually time management is important in team building actually. In for the case, then you have a group actually, then when time goes up actually, and one person was supposed to be one arm right before you, some of us actually didn't make it, actually were still making an arrangement to push by, and then the time was not enough, and that's why we didn't even know. So time management is important.
Okay. Yes.
Time was eaten up.
Yes. you lost time because some of the members did not know what to do. What does that tell us? If you are forming a team, what should you do so that everyone is at the same pace?
I think what one is to have that effective communication and ensuring that everyone understands. Because according to our book, at a certain point the book delayed. And I think if the person was doing it at their own pace, so it is important to have effective communication and have a specific goal to what you want to achieve.
Okay. Yes.
I think the other thing that we needed to do was some small training for people to know what they're supposed to do.
So teams need to train their members, right?
Okay, we needed that. It was briefing because we did it among our group. When we first chose Vera to run, and she told us that part of it allowed her to run, so we had to then mention that another person would run first.
What does that tell you about our management? Because some people came after the instructions and therefore did not get the instructions and affected the rest of the members of the team. Isn't it? Yes?
I learned that we needed to delegate and consider people's abilities and strengths. Because we did not strategize actually, our group last time became the last. We just, the last person, the one who read, we did consider, really was the best in that.
Now you were time bound. You are supposed to start.
Group 1, yes, more guys didn't get the instructions, but they were instructed by their fellows before he told us to start. So it's the responsibility of each and every member to help another, a friend who has learned, and got the instruction very well.
Which team won again? Team 2. Let me see. How many ladies are in team 2? Hands up. And how many guys? Team 1. How many ladies? Team 3. How many ladies? So should we say there was something to do with gender that the ladies took this very seriously? They needed to matter.
It's true.
It's true. What is true?
It was gender bias. Ladies took this very seriously. Guys, I think for the guys, they thought this was some casting voters.
No, I disagree. I disagree with her. I disagree with her because in our group, I saw guys doing it more seriously.
The person who was standing behind me was grabbing the book and the person, like took off a minute to grab the book.
But had he understood what to do?
Yes.
When I passed the book, I started praying, God let's do that. Like some lights people are coming fast. So maybe adapt to the prayer.
I think it's better because on the program I see opening prayer, which didn't come. I think it brought a lot of misfortune. But could the misfortune be for one group? It should have been for all the groups. Okay?
Me, I think the group leader has to give more of the members because for us, group 2, our group leader was like, we have to win. We have to win.
Yes.
So we won.
Any more contribution on that?
Okay. For me, I think Group 2 won because it was strategically located. Yes. If you see the corridor, you see the whole distance here and there where different groups participated. It was kind of not easy for a person who was last to receive because I remember our group reached at the same time with Group 2. Oh. But because of the distance, Group 2 managed to reach earlier than us.
Is it that they are fewer than the other groups? Okay.
I think I learned that we shouldn't give excuses for our failure.
Good point. Instead, you find solutions, right? Okay, let's take another arm of this. Let's take another arm of this. Is this important to work in groups, in teams? Is it important to work in teams?
Yes.
Why?
Yeah, it's very important to work in teams because, like they say, if you want to move faster
Is it important to work in teams? Is the hand here?
I think it depends on
The
your...
microphone is there for others to hear.
It depends. There are things you don't need a group or a team. There are things you need a team. So it depends on your goal. Like just the saying she has just said, if your target is to reach fast, go alone. If you want to move further, move in a team. So it depends on what you're going to do and your target.
Now I want to see everyone participating. I want the same people to keep talking. I want to see, we're here to learn. And part of what you're learning is public speaking. You have the courage to stand and speak amongst your friends. So let everybody say something. Nobody is stupid by the way. And no answer is wrong. Yes.
It's important to work in groups because we have different strengths and weaknesses. So if our leader was talented in like morale boosting, then person had to come in because she is talented in running.
So you complement each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think working in groups makes we share the workload. You find that for someone to move this side and again run back, the energy will have used compared to when he's passing in the book is written. So when we pass on the book to one person, we're sharing the workload. So it is good to work in groups or in teams and we share the workload at the same time.
Okay, somebody there. Is it important to work in teams?
I think it's important to work in teams because in cases of uncertainty, it creates room for continuity. Say, for example, if the new president dies, God forbid, he has a team of people that know the vision he has from Makerere University, so they can continue what he started. But if he was moving alone, he would die with his vision and his goal.
Yes, but you have, I think that you have. Okay, there, with the baby. I want people who have not said anything.
I think working with a group is very important because you learn a lot of things. You can't be committed when you are alone. You have to be committed when you are committed to something and with some people.
Okay. There.
Working in groups is so important. For example, like in our field, there's pair programming, whereby you program things in pairs. So a mistake done in code is not blamed for anybody. It's because you did it right to people, so now it can't be blamed for one person. So working in teams is so important.
Okay. Your hand up or not? Okay.
Mark would say like working in teams simplifies work because most people get involved in different activities, so everything is done easy.
How many of you revise in discussion groups? How many of you revise in discussion groups? What advantage have you found or have you got from these discussion groups? What advantage have you got by forming discussion groups? Anybody who has not said anything this morning to start, okay?
One thing I've learned is that when in a discussion group, there's something which may not know, but the other may be knowing. Or you may think it is correct or it is wrong. So the other will inform you that this is not right, the right thing after we discussed. So it actually increases what? Awareness.
Are you aware that in your discussion groups, there are some people who know but just keep quiet?
Yeah.
What do you say about them?
I think they just don't want to, let me say, they don't want to share what they have with others.
So for somebody,
they are in the shares.
Okay.
I think in discussion groups we learn from each other and it makes work easier because you do a lot of work at once.
Okay?
Let me say something.
Yes.
In discussion groups, those who are proactive and know something, they can easily understand, and they do more understanding than others who know but they keep quiet, all those that don't know. So if you're proactive in a discussion group, you learn more than anyone else.
Do discussion groups or teams create friendships?
Yes.
how useful are those friendships you create in teams? And my friendship is limited to words. It's not beyond. What do those friendships help?
Those friendships help. Maybe when the results are back, your group members will be concerned, but some people are concerned to just laugh at you. How did she perform? But some people are concerned, they will take a step and say, you performed poorly, you need to pull up your shoulders. You performed poorly, we need to do something. Yeah.
How about where it's not academic? You formed, because you discussed together, you are now having non-social but not the extra social, interaction. How does it help?
Especially the group, when you find you have these days in work and they want to come and advance. So after discussing, they'll be like, let's go to physical teams and have lunch. So it's helpful with that feeling.
I was here at campus as a mature student, and in our discussion groups we had we who were in employment, and then the straight students from HSC, from schools. So we had some money. We also had office facilities, like when we had assignments, we accessed the internet, we had paper from our offices, we could print, so we could help out in that way. But in the same token, these free radicals were available for us to assign them to go and run errands, Go to this, when you have like courseworks that involve going in the factories or whatever, we would assign them, go, talk to the PR about this, collect this information, then they bring it to us, then we use the computers at our workplace, the paper at our workplace, so you can see how teams help in a way. But let's go now to the next slide. Team building. Team building is an ongoing process that helps work groups evolve into cohesive units. The team members not only share expectations for accomplishing group tasks, but trust and support one another's individual differences. What teamwork can achieve? The next slide. From our discussion, we've already preempted a lot of these issues. What we can achieve from teamwork. In fact, if you were listening and if anyone was noting, you probably have more than 50 points about what you can achieve from teamwork. But if we can go to the next slide. Okay. What teamwork can achieve? Very many questions which teamwork can answer. You'll get this in the print, but is there an easier way to do something? X suggests, like you've been doing here, like you're brainstorming. Yeah? You're brainstorming and bring ideas. Do we have an easier way of doing this? Is there a faster way of doing it? Is there a more agreeable of doing it? Is there a surer way? Can we achieve more attractive options? Can we modify it to meet more needs, for multiple purposes? Yeah. We can go to the next slide. We're not going through each and every point. You will receive them and read them. But trust me, from your brainstorming, you've already hit at many of these. What teamwork can achieve? It is unlikely that an individual, however ingenious, can sit down and come up with all these different scenarios and you've demonstrated that yourselves here. You cannot, as an individual, even what may apparently appear as obvious, you may not be able to see it. Okay? I'm a writer, I write books. These books you've been passing around, I wrote them. But after I write a draft, I normally give somebody to read through, just out of fun. Please read my script. And they point out so many obvious mistakes. So many obvious mistakes that I could, even if I read it through 10 times, my mind just gets too used that I stop seeing those mistakes. But when somebody goes through, they will start getting good. After that, I give again. After X, I give to Y, I give to Z. Okay? And they will all critique. And at the end of the day, they have formed my team of editors, you know? And they helped me come up with a final product. So alone, you may not be ingenious enough, and we need teams. This complementary success is the primary objective of teams and teamwork. Okay? So what are the characteristics of a good team? What are the characteristics of a good team? Answers. What are the characteristics of a good team? You formed a team, all right? But you want a good team. What do you have in mind? What do you have to try and put in place? What are those characteristics you want to make your team good and effective? Yes.
A good team should be organized.
With our microphones. A good team should be organized, right? Yes.
A good team should be organized so that they can easily manage their activities.
Okay. With you? What are the characteristics?
A good team should have members who are willing
to do what?
to achieve the organization's objective.
Please always make complete communication. Yeah? The person you are telling something does not know what is in your mind. Yeah? So he should hear what you say and interpret it to mean what you intended it to mean.
Okay? A good team should have members who are willing to work towards achieving the organization's goals and objectives.
Okay.
A good team should have interpersonal relationship among the members of the team.
Come again?
They should have interpersonal relationship among the members of the team.
Among the rollers?
Among the members.
Members. Yes. Okay.
A good team should be ready. Readiness.
Who is talking? I want to know is okay.
Readiness is achieved. They should be ready to face any situation that comes up.
They should be ready for any situation.
Yeah, that comes up.
Like what? Okay, let's leave that right there for now.
Okay, a good team should have respect for one another.
Okay.
A good team must have adequate mobilization.
Okay. Next slide. Okay. Everyone participates actively and positively in meetings and projects. Okay? In a team, whatever task you have becomes a project. Okay? And every member must be positive. If you are holding meetings to discuss issues of the project, every member must be there. If you are not there, you must give your apology why you are not there. And then you follow up to know what was discussed. What are the action points? Is there any particular assignments given to me as an individual, as a member of the team? So it's very important. Okay? Team goals must be understood by everyone. If any member of the team does not understand your goals, it's going to pull you behind. Like what happened here in that skit, you know? Some people just entered, they did not know the instructions, so they started doing things anyhow. And somehow they cost the whole team either the first position or second, you know, and ended up being the third. And the media members, have thought hard about creative solutions to the problem. Every individual, do not be baggage to the group. Do not become a project to the group. You as a team member. Okay? You must be an effective member, fully participating, looking for solutions, bringing ideas, you know. You must be an effective member, otherwise you become a baggage to the team, you know. Members are carefully listened to and receive thoughtful feedback. Do not shout down a member of the team. He's making a contribution. First listen to them. Listen them out. Then either, you know, even if the idea is not accepted, don't rubbish it. Just say, no, I think it is not there. After so and so doing this, the other is doing that, me I can relax. They will bring the results forward, you know. I'm sure this happens to you people who do group courseworks. Group courseworks. You are 8 or you are 9. 5 are seriously researching and bringing ideas together. The 4 allows them. And yes, you get the same marks. Yeah? But at the end of the day, those who do the research benefit intellectually. This guy has got the marks right, but he's empty upstairs because he has not effectively participated in looking for information. Okay? Each teammate trusts the judgment of the others. You know? If you distrust what other members of the group are saying, say it out. Don't say it at the back. You know? See those guys, what they were doing is this would not out, you know. But you are not telling them. You are not telling them, you are behind them. The guys are, the thing will not work out. Yes. Say it here so that you find a solution and tell them why it will not work out. Yeah? Don't go behind them and backbite your team groups, you know. Yes, you may be brighter. You have a reason why it may not work out. Bring it out. Don't go and say, these guys are wasting their time. We know that thing will not work out. But let them waste their time. Let them go. No, it doesn't work that way. Teams don't work that way. Yeah? The team is willing to take risks. Okay? Risk is part of life. You know? You cannot succeed without taking what we take calculated risks. You must be ready to take calculated risk.
A team good member.
Who is talking? Okay.
Go on. A team good member should be active in all the group activities.
Okay.
A good team member should be self-driven.
Yes. Should be?
Self-driven.
Okay. So somebody who was next to you what you say.
A good member should attend the meetings regularly.
Okay. Let's try not to repeat what somebody has said.
A
We want to build
a good team member should have skills in understanding what's going on within the team.
Okay.
A good, he or she should be submissive to the group authority.
Okay, the group authority, yes. I think that gentleman has not said this.
A good team member should understand the mission of the team.
To understand the mission of the team, yes.
A good team member should be cooperative. A good team member should be cooperative, meaning should be like in position to act together to attain a common purpose.
Okay. That will be there. Yeah.
A good member should be able to delegate.
Okay. Member delegates, okay.
A good team member should be able to actively participate in team work.
He or she should be a good listener.
Good listener, yes. Go on.
A good team member should be reliable.
should be exemplary, whereby your actions speak louder than the words.
A good team member should be able to perform the different tasks given to them effectively.
A good team member should be able to sacrifice for the well-being of the group.
A good team member should have emotional intelligence and understand others.
A team member should be respectful.
A good team member should be approaches safely. Convince others.
If one team member is missing, you take trouble to find out what has happened to the team member, or do you just continue? Okay? You ask, why is so and so? What has happened? Has anybody heard from her or from him? That is good team spirit to know what's happening to your team member. A good team member owns problems rather than blame them on others. I think somebody contributed that somewhere. You know? Somebody somewhere there contributed that very well. A good team member owns instead of blaming others. When listening, a good team member interprets and makes positive contribution to other people's points of view. We listen more and talk less. And for one very simple fact, that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Who has 2 mouths? We all have 1 mouth and 2 ears. So the purpose is to listen more and to talk less. However, on the contrary, some people do the opposite. And those people always make mistakes. Before you have understood your answer, and it's a problem, not only teams, but even at individual level, you always find yourself in trouble. So it's important, even at individual level, try and internalize what has been said, what is it about, and then respond to it. This is true even in your exams. You read and internalize. Don't read the first sentence and say, I know this one, then you get the pen rolling on the paper. You read the question to the end, and we are told like you read it like twice or 3 times. This is the same with listening. Listen clearly and carefully, then respond. A good team member influences others by involving them in areas he understands better. Okay? You have understood something better than others. Engage them and say, no guys, you know, the direction we're taking is wrong. This is what it is. Step 1, step 3. And you find that they now start for, even if you were 1 and they were 8, if you make yourself clear, they really understand and agree with you. A good team member encourages the development of other team members. You know that some people want to be supreme and always want to suppress the others. Okay? They don't want others to come closer. In all spheres, it could be financial, it could be leadership, it could be passing an exam. He wants to excel, to get 90s. When you're down there, you know that there's a margin. So that is clearly seen as brighter, which is wrong. In life, we need each other. We complement each other because we all want to be successful. No man is an island. And by man, we include women. Yeah? No man or woman is an island. Let me put it that way. So the gender system. No man or woman is an island. We need each other in all spheres, in all aspects of life.